The alumni of Lao defense students to Australia gathered in Vientiane during the visit of special guests from Canberra, Brigadier John MacKenzie, Director General of Southeast Asia International Policy Division, Department of Defense. According to those former defense students, bilateral defense relation is playing an increasing important role in Lao and Australian relations. The 5th Lao-Australia Defence Alumni Dinner 2014 allowed the Lao alumni to meet with each other and recall their past memories of the overseas livelihood. In his welcoming remark at the gathering were attended by Colonel Kaenchanh Nanthalangsy, Director General of Foreign Relations Department, Ministry of National Defence, and other invited guests.
We hope this training has been enjoyable and professionally rewarding, and we look forward to doing more of it in the future.
Australian Ambassador to Laos John Williams stated that Australia and Laos work together closely for our mutual advantage on a range of regional and global issues. This cooperation reflects our strong mutual interest in the greater integration and the prosperity and stability of Southeast Asia and across the broader Indo-Pacific region.
Australia's Defence Cooperation Program with the Lao PDR is a really important part of our overall bilateral relationship. It's very significant given the changing strategic environment in our region, the Indo-Pacific region, and in Southeast Asia, that we actually develop stronger modes of cooperation and understanding between defence forces.
He said bilateral defence relation is playing an increasingly important role in Lao-Australia relations and will be an area of even greater importance given the changes in the strategic environment we are witnessing across the Indo-Pacific region.
In our view, a strong Lao Defence Force is a good thing for regional stability, because our perspective from all of our cooperation with the Lao PDR is that the Lao PDR is a very constructive and increasingly engaged country in regional and global affairs, and a very positive country in regional and global affairs. And so that's why I think it's a positive thing. So whatever we can do in terms of our English language training, in terms of our capacity building support for the Defence Forces and the Lao PDR, we think is a very positive thing. And the more that defence forces across the region understand each other and have networks of contact and habits of cooperation with each other, I think means that we have much better basis for understanding and for a prosperous and peaceful region.
According to the ambassador, through closer liaison and communication, greater interaction in regional forums and further training opportunities for Lao military officials both in Australia and here in the Lao PDR, there is a very solid platform of defense-to-defense cooperation on which we can build.
And these training courses, especially the one on teaching methodology, very effective because it has formed my new way of teaching, and so I can use a new style of teaching that is more communicative. That means so I can get my students to participate more in the class rather than they just sit there and listen to the teacher.
It's very useful for my job because I am a teacher and I have learned a lot of Australian cultures and also made new friends from different countries.
Over 1,000 military officers have obtained better skills due to a training program supported by the Australian Defence Force, or ADF.
The relationship between the Australian Defence Force and the Lao PDR, the Lao People's Army, has been primarily focused on English language training to build up the capacity of the Lao People's Army really to engage with the world. I think Australia is very lucky in that the language of ASEAN, the language of peacekeeping, the language of many engagements is English. So to be able to assist the Lao People's Army to develop English language, to be able to send officers to important meetings, to send officers perhaps one day on peacekeeping, is something that we see as very important.
The program is designed to equip the military officers with better English language skills, teaching skills, and specialized knowledge of particular fields, such as command and staff college courses.